We love Christmas, but the decorating mess? Not so much. You open one box, then another, and suddenly you're buried in tangled lights and stuff you haven't used in years. That's why today I'm sharing 9 quick steps to declutter your Christmas decor before the season even begins, so your home feels lighter and the holidays don't leave you feeling drained. And before we dive in, if this is your first time here, welcome. This channel is a calm space to help you simplify your home and your head. And if you've been here before, grab a cozy drink, take a breath, and let's get into it together. The first step is simple: take everything out of storage. Every bin, every bag, whatever holds your Christmas decor, bring it all out to one open space. Lay everything out where you can actually see it. The floor, the dining table, even the bed if that's easiest. This is about getting a clear picture of what you have, not guessing what's in each box based on last year's memory. Don't worry about sorting yet. Just get it all out and visible, because if you can't see it, you can't make good choices about what to keep. We often hang on to things simply because they're hidden away. But once everything is in front of you, it's much easier to notice what you haven't used in years, what you still love, and what doesn't match your style anymore. And one quick tip: if the amount feels overwhelming, set a timer for 15 to 20 minutes. The goal is to make your holiday decorating easier, not harder. Once it's all laid out, you're ready for the next step: sorting it in a way that actually makes sense. Once everything's out, the next step is to sort your decor by color. This might sound a little extra, but I promise it helps more than you'd expect. Grouping by color gives you a clear picture of how much you have in each theme: red and gold, white and silver. That one year you went all in on teal. Sometimes we don't even realize how scattered our collection is until we see it laid out this way. You might think, did I really need 6 different shades of green ribbon? Or why am I still holding on to blue ornaments if I haven't used them since 2015? Personally, I always start by pulling out what I know I'm likely to use this year, usually something neutral like whites and metallics. Then I set the rest aside just to see what's left. If you're not sure whether to keep something, set it aside in a separate pile. Don't toss it yet. Just don't let it stay mixed in with. Once you've sorted things by color, the next step is to group each color by type. That means putting all the ornaments together, all the ribbon in one place, all the wreaths, candles, figurines, whatever categories you have. It might feel like extra work, but this is where things really start to make sense. You'll begin to see what you have a lot of and what you actually use. 3 packs of red ornaments. Okay. That might make sense, but 6 tangled strands of gold ribbon, half used and fraying at the edges. That's when you pause and ask, would I actually put this on my tree again? This step helps cut through the maybe I'll need it someday noise. Because when you see all your ribbons in one place, it's easier to say I love this one, but this I haven't used it in years and it's not even my style anymore. For me, this is the point where I find the just-in-case stuff. The broken ornament hooks, the crushed bows, the extra lights I've kept just in case but never actually used. Now that your decor is grouped by color and type, it's time to start letting go. Look at each group and ask yourself, is this still in good shape? Would I choose to use this today? Does this still match my style, or am I holding on to it just because I've always had it? There's no need to keep broken bulbs, tangled lights, or ribbons so creased it won't even lay flat. And if something hasn't made it out of the bin for the past few years, chances are it won't this year either. I like to ask myself, if I saw this in a store right now, would I buy it? If the answer is no, that's usually my sign. You don't have to justify every item. It's okay to let things go simply because they don't bring you joy anymore. And letting go of the meh items makes more room for the ones you actually love. If guilt comes up that, but it was a gift or it used to be expensive, remind yourself. The purpose of that item was to be enjoyed. If it's just sitting in storage, it's not doing its job. Letting go doesn't. After you've decluttered the things you no longer want to keep, don't rush to box them up or toss them out just yet. Instead, try something a little different and a lot more meaningful. Host a decorate and share party. It doesn't have to be a big event. You're not planning a holiday dinner. Just pick a day, clear off the dining table or kitchen island, and lay out the decor you've decided not to keep. Then invite a few friends, neighbors, or family members to come by and shop your stash. I've done this with my sisters and a couple close friends, and it's surprisingly fun. People light up when they find something they can actually use, a little wreath for their front door, or that exact shade of garland they'd been hunting for. And let's be honest, it feels good knowing your things are going to homes where they'll be loved and used, not buried in a donation bin or sitting in your garage for another year. This kind of small gathering also helps you let go more easily. That ribbon you were on the fence about. It's a lot easier. After sharing with friends or family, you might still have a few items that didn't find a new home. That's okay. This is the perfect time to donate what's left. And here's why doing it before the holidays matters. Most donation centers get flooded right after Christmas. Shelves are full, intake slows down, and honestly, a lot of perfectly good holiday decor ends up being stored away for a full year before anyone can use it. But if you donate now, while people are still decorating, your items could go straight into someone else's home this season. I like to think of it as giving my unused decor a second chance to shine. That table runner you're done with, it might be exactly what a newlywed couple or single mom is looking for. The string lights that don't match your tree. They might light up someone else's window with joy. You don't have to overthink it. Just choose a local thrift store, community center, or even. This next step is simple, but it can be surprisingly hard. Be honest about how much space you actually have. It's easy to collect more than we need, especially when it comes to holiday decor. One new set of ornaments each year, a few extra garlands from last year's clearance bin. It adds up quickly. But if your storage space hasn't grown and your living room hasn't magically doubled in size, then something has to give. Ask yourself, how much decor can I realistically use and enjoy in this home with this amount of space? It's not about limiting your joy. It's about letting go of the pressure to decorate like you're hosting a magazine shoot. I've worked with women who had enough Christmas decorations to style 5 homes, but felt overwhelmed every year because none of it fit their real life. If pulling it all out feels like a chore, if you dread putting it away more than you enjoy displaying it, that's a sign you're doing too much for the space you're in. You deserve a holiday that feels peaceful, not overcrowded. Let your home set the limit. Not guilt, not memories, and definitely not Pinterest. When your decor fits your space, decorating feels light again. And now that you've narrowed things down to what you love and what fits your space, it's time to set a clear physical limit for how much you'll keep. And the easiest way to do that, let your storage bins decide. Instead of trying to guess how much is too much, choose a set number of bins and commit to only keeping what fits inside them. You might decide, I'm keeping 4 Christmas bins total, 2 for tree decor, 1 for lights and garlands, and 1 for everything else. Or maybe if it doesn't fit in these 3 containers, it doesn't stay. This method takes the emotion out of the decision. You're not choosing based on guilt, or what if you're choosing based on space. And here's the thing, bins create natural boundaries. When we don't have a limit, it's easy to keep just one more thing every year, until we're drowning in boxes that barely fit back into the closet. But when you stick to your set number, decluttering becomes part of your routine. Something comes in, something else makes. Once you've pared everything down and decided what's staying, the final step is to store it well and label it clearly. It sounds simple, but good storage can make the difference between a calm December and a chaotic one. Use containers that actually protect your items, especially things like fragile ornaments, string lights, or delicate wreaths. If you've been stuffing bulbs into grocery bags or tangled lights into a shoebox, now's a good time to upgrade. You don't need fancy systems. Just storage that works for your stuff and for how you like to unpack and repack each year. Next, label each bin so you know what's inside. You can use masking tape and a marker. Color-coded bins. Or if you're a bit techie, even QR code systems where you scan the bin and see everything inside on your phone. Personally, I keep it simple. 1 bin for tree ornaments, 1 for around-the-house decor, 1 for wrapping supplies. labeled clearly stacked neatly so next year it's easy to pull out just what I need, no guessing. When everything has a place and you know where that place is, holiday decorating becomes a joy, not a hassle. Because organization isn't about being perfect, it's about making things easier. For the you who'll come back to these bins next year. So that's it, 9 simple, doable steps to help you declutter your Christmas decor before the season even begins. And hopefully now, instead of dreading the decorating mess, you feel a little more clear, more in control, more like you're choosing what comes into your home instead of just reacting to the clutter year after year. Because that's really the heart of this, not just having fewer things, but making space for what truly matters to you. And if this felt good, if clearing out one part of your home gave you even a little peace, then you'll want to stick around for the next video. We're shifting from tinsel and ornaments to closets and clothes. I'll be walking you through some simple but powerful rules that make it way easier to let go of the clothes that just aren't serving you anymore, without guilt, without second